Are you looking for the best MagSafe cases in 2024? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best cases on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Casemate Blocks. If you're one of the people who buy an iPhone in an interesting color, covering it up with a case is no fun. Casemate Blocks is a clear MagSafe case that'll allow you to admire the look of your device while offering both protection and access to magnetic charging. Its most polarizing feature is its squared-off edges, which made the iPhone feel like a rectangular slab in our hand. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Casemate designed the blocks to be thin and lightweight, which made a bigger difference in how it felt in our hand and pocket, but you'll either love it or hate it. Functionally, the squared-off sides on this case actually create a thicker buffer between the corners of your phone and the floor, which is great. The corners are the most vulnerable part of an iPhone because the brunt of the impact from a fall is focused on a single point rather than distributed along the top, bottom, or sides. Casemate says the blocks is made out of plant-based materials, which is a big plus for anyone who appreciates sustainability, but the company doesn't go into details about this. Likewise, it says the MagSafe case features antimicrobial technology but doesn't explain why. All we can say is that using this clear iPhone case helped remind us about which iPhone 14 we ordered, space black if you were curious, and made us wish we'd picked a cooler one. At number 2. Pelican Shield. If you keep your iPhone on you while engaging in extreme sports, or jobs where you're perched in precarious places, the Pelican Shield is the optimal MagSafe case for you. The case has a 3-piece design, which needs to be disassembled before you put your phone in. It only took us a few seconds to undo the 3 latches holding the bottom and middle parts of the case together, but it required a surprising amount of force. The instructions for this MagSafe case actually recommend using a coin for this job, but we got away with using fingernails instead. Our iPhone did feel ultra secure when it was inside of Pelican's case, although it made the phone appreciably larger. If you wear pants with smaller pockets, this may be an issue. The third part of this MagSafe case is a piece that snaps onto the back or front of your iPhone. We had no issues attaching and detaching this part onto both sides of our iPhone, though it stayed on securely unless we pulled on it at the edges. The optional plastic piece of this case has a clip, which allows us to attach our iPhone to a pair of jeans for easy access. We felt the iPhone bumping against our body as we walked, but it never started to get loose. The clip also functioned as a kickstand, which angled our iPhone at a comfortable angle in landscape orientation. This made it easier for us to watch videos on our iPhone. Unfortunately, attaching the Pelican Shield's optional piece added an extra 51 grams, 1.79 ounces, to the case's already heavyweight. There was no way we could get this case into a pants pocket when it was completely assembled. If you're willing to prioritize complete protection over how big and heavy your phone can feel with a MagSafe case on, pick this one up. At number 3. UAG Monarch Pro. UAG's Monarch Pro has a better drop protection rating than any MagSafe case we've seen, and while it doesn't offer quite as much protection as the Pelican Shield, its single-piece design makes it easier to use. We could slip our iPhone 14 into this MagSafe case without much effort, and we immediately felt better about what would happen if the smartphone accidentally fell to the floor. The Monarch Pro feels substantial without being overwhelming. Like the Casemate Blocks, the Monarch Pro has reinforced corners to keep the most vulnerable part of your phone extra safe. The case had no give when we tried to bend it, and the textured sides and back made it easier to hold. The raised edges for the volume and power buttons have a different texture than the sides of the phone, which made them easy to identify and press. If you want an ultra-protective MagSafe that isn't too much heavier than the average one, the Monarch Pro makes a lot of sense. It may seem redundant to recommend both the Pelican Shield and Monarch Pro, but there are some key differences between the two that make each stand out. We've already mentioned that one MagSafe case has 3 pieces while the other has 1, but they also differ greatly in price. The Monarch Pro is over twice as expensive as the Pelican Shield, so we felt it was fair to offer both options. The Monarch Pro costs less than Apple charges to replace a broken iPhone, and it'll get your iPhone out of more scrapes than a typical MagSafe case. If you want a pocket-friendly ultra-protective MagSafe case, you've found it. At number 4. MTH Snap Case. A simple-looking MagSafe case like MTH Snap Case is the ideal choice if you have an understated style but still want to keep your iPhone protected. As its name suggested, the case snapped onto our phone as we put it on, and we instantly appreciated its thinness and lightness. The case was barely noticeable when we put our iPhone into a pocket. This is a significant feature if you're on the go most of the time, and especially helpful if you carry around a big screen iPhone. The Snap Case comes in 3 colors: cool white, smoky black, and clear. Each colorway has a clear strip next to the iPhone's camera module and on its sides, so you can see some of your device's natural color. The cool white case we were sent to test looked nice, and created a pleasing contrast against any surface we put it on, whether that was a paisley patterned tablecloth or the wooden table at a restaurant. While thinness and lightness are this MagSafe case's biggest strengths, they're also its weakness. MTH doesn't list the Snap Case's drop protection on its website or the case's packaging, but thin and light cases typically provide less protection than bulky ones. What's more, this case has smooth sides, which made it slipperier than the other MagSafe cases we tried. We never dropped our iPhone while it was in the Snap Case, but you should take an extra beat when pulling it from your pocket. If you're careful, and want a MagSafe case that'll keep your device protected without weighing you down, MTH Snap Case should be your new go-to.